Let's say you're debating, like, hey, I kind of want to start a channel and I want it to be in sneakers because I really love kicks. It's the most natural thing for me to enter creatively. I support that. I'm all for you there. But then you start to thinking, okay, how am I actually going to add value to this space? Because I've heard it time and time again. Everything is already oversaturated. It's really simple. What are you not seeing in this space that you feel needs to be here? Quite honestly, just do that and you got it made. Okay, so I don't necessarily know about made, right? Because everything takes time, it takes patience, it takes hard work. None of this is easy whatsoever. I've said it before. You need to have patience and you need to have a plan because it can really help decrease the stress that you may deal with on a day-to-day basis in anything you create, whether it's on this platform, whether it's on Instagram or TikTok or anywhere else that you're choosing to create content. But I've heard this a number of different places, and I've also read this in a really good book, Steal Like an Artist. So shout out to the founder of Chicks and Kicks Daily, Channing, because she actually gifted me this book. So I absolutely love it, and I actually want to go pick up the other books that follow after this. But it's Still Like an Artist, and again, other places that I actually resource for information, valuable information. They say the same thing. If you want to enter a space and you want to add value, the best way to do that is provide something that you feel is missing. And you're a viewer before you're probably a creator. So look around this space. What do you think is missing? And then from there, create it. Input it right here into the ecosystem of sneaker YouTube. It's going to have your own spin, your own take. It'll be different. It'll be brand new. And quite honestly, it's probably what's needed most right now.
I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see. Yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take the hit and still finish and one.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl TJ back. Another video, Talks with TJ, aka TJ2 Swoosh Change. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in. I have zero idea when you're viewing this. I don't know the day, but whatever the day, if you're brand new and you like what you see, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. To Swoosh Crew, really appreciate you guys. So whether you're brand new or you've been here a while, hit the like button too, because I really appreciate that. And we're talking about adding value, so this doesn't need to be a long video, but if you're aspiring to be in this place, again, this is just like my personal, very humble opinion. I have no idea what I'm talking about, okay? But if you're looking to enter any creative space, I think you first need to get into your mind, like, what is your approach? What's your focus? What are you bringing unique to this space? And I know that's a little scary because you may enter a space that is already pretty well developed, and that's what sneaker YouTube is, quite honestly. It is well developed, and you have the established channels that may be, million subscriber channels and 500K plus and 100K plus, and you may grow alongside these channels, and then they may skyrocket like past you, and you're still trying to figure out, like, okay, what's going on? Why am I here? Well, before you ever pick up a phone or a camera, I would say know what value you're looking to add to this space. And I think the best way to do that is to figure out, as a viewer, what do you think is missing? I think that will help guide you down a path that is at least fulfilling. And I say that because, before I chose to start Talks with TJ back in 2018, for me, I would look around and there was never any talk about, hey, I'm buying all these kicks, but also, like, financially, these are some other things that you could do to set yourself up for success at a very basic level, right? Because a lot of kids, or I guess not necessarily kids, the demographic that tends to view a lot of sneaker YouTube content, it will be the demographic of a kid, right? A teenager, they may be 13, anywhere from 13 to 18, you're still, you're 13 to 17, you're still a minor, but 18 to 21, 22, you're still a young adult, you're really just coming into your own, and all you're seeing is people buying and buying and buying and spending and consumerism and, no joke, like materialism. That's what you're seeing, but it was never with a blueprint of, like, hey, if you manage your money well, based on knowing how much you have coming in, your expenses going out, and you plan for these releases, you can continue to enjoy these things, but also set yourself up for success, whether it is paying off debt, whether it's managing your credit cards really well, or saving for something big. Like, you can do all of those things. That's what I saw missing, because I also saw that it was missing in school. Like, school curriculums teach you nothing about money. I don't care even if you study money in school. It still teaches you nothing. I studied finance, and you had one personal finance class, and that was it. Now, that's not to say we didn't have other courses because it was finance, so we had to do investments, and we had to do cost accounting. Absolutely hated that class. Absolutely hated cost accounting. But you have to go all through all these other courses, but for everyone else that was in school, they didn't go over any of this, and this was the stuff that I felt actually we should have gone over. So I decided to add this to this space. Now, is it different? Absolutely yes. What does different mean sometimes? You're probably not going to trend the same way. The views are not going to be consistent if it is something that's really different. You need to be okay with that and understand that if that's what you're adding different, give it time to grow, give it time to evolve. And understand this also, even if you add something different, right? Like you'll see that people will get upset about, oh, every single YouTuber that's up here in sneakers, they hype up every pair, and every single Jordan that drops is a must-have, and they're all just the same. And you think like, okay, so I'm gonna have independent thought, okay? I have free will. I'm gonna share with you the shoes that I don't care about the hype. I'm not going after them. And yet and still, you will have people that are unhappy with that and will think you've lost your mind because you don't want a shoe that's hyped up. Like, I didn't want the Raging Bull 5, and first off, the UNC 3 wasn't even available in kids. Now, that's not to say I couldn't have purchased it still, because I can wear a men's 7 and it's fine in a 3, but I didn't go after that either, and people like lost their minds about that. So, understand this. You do something different, people will have something to say. You do everything that's the same, people will have something to say. Either way, people are going to talk shit. So do what you want, add something different, add some value to this space. And I think that's the best way to go about entering any creative realm that you do. And I wish you all the best. So thank you again so much for tuning into this. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace out.